Do you want another 15? Do you want another 30? Do you want another hour? I'll tell you.
They're like, yeah, we got your credit card on file. You just keep pressing this button.
I said, fuck, this is like a cruise. This is like a cruise. You just add it up, and also you go to pay up. You're like, holy fuck.
Whoa. Oh, wait, you mean the room charges go to my credit card?
Welcome to the Chip and Cern Show, the podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. They were possibly separated at birth, only to be rejoined to create the sweet sounds that will caress your deepest cochlea. The show is real, random, rant-filled, and ruthless. Please be warned that this show may hurt your feelings, offend your grandma, and even kick your dead dog in the balls. So get ready, and let's get this shit started.
This shit has started. I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
And you are listening to the Chip and Cern Show.
Once again, or for the very first time.
Yes. I'm going to officially call it Spring Has Sprung. Spring has sprung.
Well, yeah, it's officially spring since March.
Well, the
21st.
weather has officially. Yes. And the allergies.
Yes. Oh, my allergies have been killing me last week.
It's like, it feels like someone left a faucet on in your forehead.
Yes, the eyes are burning, the nose. It's like, when the spring is sprung, I get like one good day. I was like, oh, you smell the, spring air,
and
the
birds.
One, maybe 2 days, and then boom.
Dude, I don't even know what this type of tree this is called. I think it's just called like an allergy tree or something. But I'm looking at the tree, and it's a little windy. And I just see pollen coming off and just floating around near the tree. I'm like, this is literally causing problems for everybody.
Biological warfare.
Yeah. This is biological. This is allergen warfare. So I need to take a hatchet to this tree. Try to bring it down.
Fuck you, Mother Earth.
and the tree's a little wonky, too, because it had... when they kind of have the two, like when it's growing, you have the one start or the leader, and you'll have some that start to try to be offshoots. Well, those never got cleaned up properly. So then you have an offshoot that's growing up, and they're like competing, and then the tree starts looking all mangled and shit. So it's not even a good looking thing, and then people half-ass cut it, so it's got like one arm that doesn't have any. So I need to figure something out with it. So, I don't know. Maybe I need a chainsaw. I'll put that on the old Father's Day list. Do they have chainsaws that you can plug your your 20-volt DeWalt or your Ryobi?
Yeah, they do.
And a chainsaw can run?
Yeah, they even have like circular saws and stuff that you can run off of a battery like that. It's probably 20
I have
volt.
A circular saw on a 20 volt.
Yeah, so that should be the same power that it can run a chainsaw.
Oh, I feel like a chainsaw would take more, but maybe not.
I don't know what kind of amplitude you use.
I don't know. Anyway, I'm probably not going to
I like to plug mine in.
Get a good constant stream of power.
Yeah, and I'm pretty bad about, I'll charge it, but then, I don't always.
It's not topped up all the time.
Yeah, so it's always when I go to use something, it's half a battery. I'm like, my luck be right in the middle of a cut.
Oh. Yeah, I did that when I was trying to make some real straight cuts. Really going, and then you're about 3/4 of the way through. It's like, and you can hear it. And you're like, come on, baby, just another couple inches here. You're almost there. And it just locks up. Fuck. And I just kept switching. I only had 2 batteries, so I'd put one charging while one was getting totally drained, and it never quite made it. They both got drained. I was like, fuck, they'll do this another day. But I really wanted to finish on that one day. You know how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
You know how that goes.
Oh, I do.
Well, I'm sure that the Cerny Sluts and the Chipmunks are chomping at the bit about the golf outing that's coming up. And Cerny has done a little bit of, dare we say, practice?
Talking about practice.
We're talking about practice. So
not a game. Not a game. Practice. Allen Iverson.
So you had a birthday in the house, from my understanding.
We did.
And then
Zach turned 14.
The big 1-4. How's the feeling about turning 14? Or doesn't really care to share that sort of information with everybody?
Keeps it pretty close.
He plays that.
It's pretty close.
He's not letting the emotions fly at the dinner table anymore or anything? Okay. Just everything's close to the house. Yep. Nope.
Good.
Good.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I play video games? Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
You turning home again? Yep.
All right. So,
but he wanted to go. He wanted to go to Topgolf. That was his thing.
In Roseville.
Yes. Well, he told me. So this is he talks like the kids today. Told me
the kids.
I was going to get all the smoke, right? And he was going to
put a hurt.
And I quote, clap me. I was like, bro. I always say, bro. First off, I suck to Joe, but I'm fucking leagues ahead of your shitty ass, right?
Yeah. I mean, when's the last time he even looked at a golf club? Fucking 5 years ago? Ever? Has he ever seen one?
He went up there holding the sticks like Ty Cobb splitsies. His hands were all split and shit. I was like, what are we doing?
Oh, boy.
Like picking their favorite clubs. I was like, well, they all do something separately, but I guess for you, it's all the same.
Oh, he just like the numbers, picking his lucky number.
Oh, he's trying to get the driver, because it has the big head.
Yeah. And Topgolf is like a, it's like a driving range, gamified driving range.
Yeah.
Where you can drink
so
beer.
It's like a driving range? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dave and Buster's meets a driving range.
Yeah. It's kind of like
pretty
a
much.
bowling, darts.
Bowling.
Okay. It's like you have those points, but you got to hit your, points per your shots that you're shooting and stuff.
I've never been, but I hear the technology is really cool. Like it knows that you just hit the ball. Like
you click
Cern
your
hit
name,
the ball or whatever. Okay.
It tells you the distance, your speed,
wow.
the tracks, and everything.
Did everyone club up and take a wallop, or was it only a couple select? Only a couple.
Oh, everyone clubbed up.
Okay.
Everyone clubbed up. I did lose the first game. I think it was to Robin.
What? Hold on. Wait, she has been practicing. I remember.
Well, so here's their game plan.
What's been
so there's like
sir?
different distances.
Okay.
So I'm going for.
So it's like skeet ball kind of, where if you hit it, it's 100 points in the upper. It's like impossible to get, and you have to get a swish pretty much.
Yeah,
and
but there's different there's different distances in different areas. So there's one like right up in the front. So I kept saying lamps are for basketball because they were just.
So
right
they're
there.
just going consistently short game. Okay.
Yeah. With like a 3-wood,
Off the deck.
Oh no way! There's nothing. I was the only one hitting off the deck, and I was going for the back. There was one on the back.
Yeah, you're kissing the nets.
Yeah.
Mwah.
Banging the sides up, the usual.
Yeah.
But my very first shot, it was like a 7-iron.
Felt good.
Oh, it was beautiful. Thing of beauty, right down the middle. It was perfect.
200 points or something.
Oh yeah, it was like 10 or something.
10. Okay.
But it was perfect. I was like, oh, couldn't have drawn that any better. Second one, identical. I was like, fuck, I still got it. And then it went down south.
Oh boy. So your wife tried to play the short game, tried to play a little bit of the strategery by just racking up the points, the number, just try to get as many points as you can.
Yeah, and the closer to the pin you get, the more points you get, and if it rolls in or if you bank it, that's all sorts of stuff. Not always quite sure on how the point system works out. Usually you hit it and kind of wait and see.
So you hit it and you look on a screen and it'd be like, you got 12 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it'll show you like the trajectory, like a little Google Maps.
Ooh. And so your whole family's just in this like driving range bay.
Yeah.
And you got a couple pictures, you got some beer, whatever, you get pizza, and you're just playing
pizza,
golf.
Beer, and there were sodas for everybody else.
Yeah.
Playing golf.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's really fun. It actually is really fun. It's like you pay for like an hour, and it's like you swear you just started. And it's like 15 minutes left.
Oh, I hate that shit.
But it says like, do you want another 15? Do you want another 30? Do you want another hour? It'll tell you.
They're like, yeah, we got your credit card on file. You just keep pressing this button.
I said, fuck, this is like a cruise. This is like a cruise. You just add it up, and also you go to pay up. You're like, holy fuck!
Oh, wait, you mean the room charges go to my credit card? I thought they were just the boat was going to split it all. I thought it was on the house.
Damn it!
I thought it was the not Mediterranean law, maritime law. Maritime law. That's what I meant to say. Mediterranean. The fucking falafels and feta cheese and shit. So you didn't fare too well in round one, but how did the stroke feel, Cerny? How did the swing feel?
Everything, but my plague, the driver. The driver is still. Is that like I was hitting the woods were perfect? I was hitting them right down the middle. I was like, yes, and then as soon as I step into the driver, I just.
Is it a
slider of the century? Yeah,
I think it's like a mental blockage or something. It's like a little check knob lock thing going on with the driver.
I was swinging fine, and then there was a picture, right?
Oh boy!
As soon as the camera came out, it was like, and I hit it. I think I maybe hit it like 10 fucking feet. She's like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't know what it is, but as soon as I know there's something else distracting my head, it's it."
Oh my gosh! And this is exactly how Cerny plays IRL. If me and him are sharing a cart, which usually happens.
Always.
If Joe and Dane or whoever drives up, and I'm like, okay, Cerny, go for it. And no one's there, and no one's chirping in the ear. No one's, I got my fucking phone out because I want to clown on Cerny and take a fucking video of him. He hits it great. It's like, dude, let's do that every time. Come on, let's go. And then the next one, Joe's around, and the chirping starts.
Snickering.
Oh, you're going to hit in the water. Oh, there's water. And then it becomes a whole thing.
It becomes the reality, self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, totally. How did the game 2 go?
I wiped the floor of them.
Nice. You had
I was like, you did
some rust busted.
Yeah, some rust busted. I had some good shots right down there, hit the wood, hit the back net, pepper some points down there.
Ooh. Now what did the birthday boy have to say about running all the fucking smack talk that was running out of his mouth earlier? Any comment?
He was the worst of the group. He couldn't hit shit. And then it was funny. So I was trying to give him at least some pointers. Obviously, I'm not the best, but somewhat of a start because they were like,
the fundamentals.
Stepping. He was like stepping, like he was in the fucking batter's box, but he was stepping out too. Like he's like. I said, first off,
oh wow,
what are you doing? I said, you won't move your feet. I said, bend your knees a little bit. He's like, I don't really like to do it that way. I was like, and you've showed me so much to argue that point.
Yeah, well, listen, when you're fucking Tiger Woods, you can do it whatever way you want.
Yeah.
But right now, you
can't even
suck.
You can't even hit it 40 fucking yards. So at least tell me. Because I was trying to, because Jeffrey did the same thing. He was like, I don't like to, because I was like, because he had an iron, but he was like behind, his whole body was in front of the ball. So I was like, step back, and he's like, I don't really like to do it that way. And he swung and missed. I said, now step back. He's like, but I don't like to do it that way. I was like, you just whiffed it, boy. He's like, yeah. So I said, I just put him where, I put him, kind of lined his hands up too.
And he smacked it.
He's like, I don't really like, I said, just swing it.
Shot.
And he hit it. Hit it decent.
Yeah.
I said, oh, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, but I don't really like that. I was like,
yeah.
Kids today.
I've been getting some of that lately. I've been getting some of that a little bit. But
we just disagree. Just to disagree, I think.
We were at the park. And we go to the park a lot because there's a school there, like at the end of our block, So we see, we're seeing the same 10 groups of kids and families regularly because we're going 4 to 7 days a week to the park. So
I like it.
These 2 twin girls and my daughter, who's 5.5, they always are. She's really into older girls, and when I say older, I mean like. If you're 6, 7, or 8, you're like
cool.
You're the coolest kid ever. So they were twins and they both had roller skates on. Now these roller skates, do you remember? Did you ever go to Roller King to get real local? Roller King in Roseville. Remember the skates there were just you had to wear. You were like double, triple socks because for sure, like if your barefoot touched inside the skate, you're just getting athlete's foot.
Yeah, instantly.
So. Charlie,
it would manifest itself instantly.
It would instantly.
Days later.
It was like instant infection. It was like an instant infection rate. And so Charlie comes up and goes, "Oh, Dad, they have roller skates. I kind of want to try them." And I said, "Well, you have your sandals, so we don't do that without socks." And then I left to go watch my other kid. And I come back, and sure enough, she's already got one of these on her foot, barefoot. And I was like, oh, and I'm looking at them, and they're just like, you just can, I mean, you know kid shoes, right?
Yeah.
They're just fucking disgusting.
They stink. They
and
stink.
I'm like, okay, well, we don't put other people's shoes on without, Dad, they're my friends, though. So it's okay. I'm like, well, not really.
No,
but okay.
No.
Anyway, so she wanted to roller skate.
But no.
Yeah. So I thought, hey, why don't I help? And I will hold you by the hands, and you can kind of get used to, because roller skates are fucking tricky. I can't even do them still. Dad, I got it. I want to do it by myself. And I'm literally, she's trying to stand up. She's like a baby fucking deer, like, like knock-kneed and shaking and shit, just like, ooh. And I was like, you're just going to fall. And she fell, and she was fine with it. And she's like, I think she goes, could you, don't look at me. I think she was getting nervous that I was like around. So I was like, okay, I'll let you do your thing. I'll give you some space. I'll go over here. And then I came back, 10, 15 minutes later. Dad, my butt's really sore because I keep falling. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you want me to help you again? And she kind of did a little bit. But so I don't think roller skates are, I didn't know those were still a thing. I guess they're making a comeback or something.
It's like on the boardwalk,
Yeah. Well, the roller skate, to break, you like tip your foot
the front
forward, which is odd.
Obviously, I had the blades. I had roller blades back in the day, so it was always in the back.
Well, Cerny, those were not allowed in my house because gangbangers and undesirable type people use rollerblades.
Oh, so I was on the naughty list before I even started.
I think so. I
was
think
undesirable.
So, because rollerblades sort of got you close to being like a skater, and skaters were bad news in my house. If you were skateboarding, because, skateboarding's a crime. Remember back in remember the sticker, skateboarding's not a crime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, not according to my parents. They would love to have you prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law if you were a skateboarder.
Locked up and throw away the key.
Shackled.
But I think you're right. As the kids get older, nonstop debates. Nonstop debates about stupid stuff.
Just silliness.
The dumbest things. Like, I start arguing. I argued with Jeffrey about, I think it was like chicken nuggets the other day. He was trying to tell me that such and such it tastes better or different, or no, because we got him chicken nuggets. He says they taste different this time. I said, what do you mean? They taste different this time.
From like McDonald's or something? Or it's such a fast food place where there's such a Chick-fil-A, there's no variance. Yeah. They're exactly identical from store to store, state to state, country to country. It will be the same fucking.
Oh, you know what? I know what it was. It is like that. But here you go. This is even better. He likes the pretzels with the beer cheese.
Oh,
wasn't here.
Nice.
So I was like, okay. So we get him, and he said he likes it. So we get him the thing. It was at Topgolf.
Ooh.
And he won't eat the beer cheese. And I said, I thought you liked it. He's like, this one's a different color. I was like, it's the same one as last time we were here. Like, no,
from the same place even.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a different color. I said, it's yellow. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm sure I went parent of the year because I said, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. I know that you shouldn't be saying that to your kids, but literally, if you don't have kids, I don't know the best way to describe it really, but
sometimes they push your button so much it just comes out.
Imagine being on the edge of being fed up, but like 24/7.
Yeah,
that's kind of.
And then we're having a debate about the color of the cheese. We got him the thing special.
Yeah,
but the hue of the cheese is different. I'm not even gonna taste it. That was the other thing. I was like, "Would you just taste the shit?" He's like, no. I can tell you it's gonna be nasty by the look of it. So what the?
It's probably in a different light. Like if you took it inside or whatever on an incandescent versus a fluorescent. Right. I don't know. The kid. What's the deal with the colors in food?
You're probably right.
what's with kids and the colored being different, throwing everything off?
It was cheese. That was the other thing. I was like, I'm not asking you to eat goat's eye or brain or any kind of weird shit. It's fucking cheese. It's melted cheese.
I don't get it.
That's the that's the base. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Just eat the pretzels then. You can eat the pretzels? Yes. Okay, fine.
Right. Go for it. The same thing, mac and cheese here, literally the same box, like the same, whatever Kraft $1 at Target or whatever. Make it one
Kraft
night.
Macaroni and cheese.
Dad, this is the best mac and cheese ever. Wow. Okay. Cool. I'm like trying to rack my head. Okay. Did I add? Because I try to add a little bit of milk, add a good amount of butter, a little bit of salt, maybe a little pepper. I'm trying to do it up for them so they can experience what seasoned food should taste like. Because a lot of the shit they eat is just fucking disgusting. But best ever. So the next day I go to make it, brings it in, barely one fucking elbow eaten. I didn't like it. It wasn't as good. It's not very good. I'm like, it's literally the same as yesterday. But, some days you're the hammer, Cerny, some days you're the nail.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, and here's the other thing, I'm sure you'll find this. We're like, oh, what are you feeling like dinner tonight? And then you're like, oh, I want, sushi or something. And then you're like, oh, wait. Never mind. That shit ain't, there's no way. Well, sometimes I'm like, you know what? One time, okay. I'm going to be judged heavily here. One day I was like, I really want sushi.
You said this.
What?
You said this to your wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I do too. The boys ain't gonna. They ain't gonna
go for it.
Right next to Rayleigh's, I got them fucking Lunchables right out. Said, here you go for dinner. They're like, yes, this is the best dinner ever. I was like, oh, perfect.
Dude, I don't blame you for that because, hey, I'm trying to have a good time in my life too, and I'm not trying to.
I'm not gonna concede every dinner.
Yeah,
that's what I don't want.
Yeah,
I was like, I really want sushi this time because it's like sometimes it's like I want Chinese food, but then it's like I really want to arm wrestle them over because the vegetable chow mein. That's like they just pick and eat all the vegetables or all the noodles and eat the vegetables, and I guess and then you got to do this whole battle where it's like you have 2 pieces of broccoli, and then it's like, can you eat them? I don't really want to. And then you get this back and forth, and then finally I'll get mad. I'm like, okay, I'm not asking anymore. I'm telling you, eat your damn broccoli, okay? Whoa, why are you so mad? What's going on with you? You get that.
Oh my God, I mean, what's going on with me?
I'm talking about eating fucking vegetables to a 13-year-old.
Oh my God,
14-year-old.
Dude, that sounds. I bet doing some sort of hostage negotiation would be easier than trying to negotiate with
Chris Voss. Step aside. I'll give you a fucking some pointers, buddy.
Jesus Christ. So what? How was you had pretzels there? These weren't the world famous Cerny pretzels though that you just.
They were not. They were not. These were just they're like pretzel bites. And I did attempt the Joshua Weissman. Soft baked pretzels.
If you've been listening recently, you know Chip and Cern we're hot on Joshua Weissman and MSG and food grade lie. Now
that was a little scary.
So let's hear the pretzel. Let's hear the pretzel breakdown, Cern.
So at first I was like, "Ooh, we have pretzels today." So I started it late. I didn't watch the whole video. I was like,
whoops.
It says you can keep them in the fridge. After you do the dough and all that other stuff, it says keep them in the fridge at least an hour. It says overnight for best results. It was kind of late. And I was like, oh, you know what? Overnight. We'll just kick it overnight now.
I do. It is nice that you can, with baking, one, if you don't start before 8 or around 8 in the morning, if you don't start around then, you're kind of fucked for eating it that day. So just you kind of, but it is nice if time gets away from you, just put it in the fridge and tackle it the next day. Okay, so you proofed overnight.
Proofed them overnight. Now, it was funny because it was that evening, Jeffrey had gotten a drink out of a water out of the fridge where I kept the pretzels. And he's like, he came in and he's like, oh, don't worry, Dad. I checked the pretzels. I poked them and they're still soft. I was like, Don't poke them while they're proving. So thanks for checking on them.
Yeah.
Let's hope there's not hard.
How was the?
Like,
oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, he's like, I thought they're supposed to. I said, yes, you got to cook them. They're not gonna just get brown and hard and fucking.
I mean, if you left them outside, like in the backyard, they probably would. Was anything hard? And by that time, did you have them tied up in their cool little bow, their little pretzel shapes?
Yeah, I knotted them up and stuff. They look nice. Although they proofed a little bit more in the fridge, so I made them a little bit too fat because it was like almost like kind of. But actually, it worked out because when you pulled them out, so it got kind of weird when after I did the dough, and then I pulled them out of the fridge. I made the little lye bath, which is like 1,000 grams of water and 30 grams of lye. I have this food scale.
30% lye, 30% solution.
And you gotta mix it in, and I had.
Did you pick gloves on and shit?
Oh yeah.
What did it say?
He had them, so I did.
Yeah, I mean, if he's wearing them, because the thing with if you work in a kitchen, it makes me so uncomfortable how comfortable they are. Just like, oh, let me just grab this like piece of this paper towel and just grab like something out of the oven that's been there at 450 degrees, and let me just grab it real quick and throw it. You know how they're always used to cutting things fast, and I'm like, how do you have all your fingers still? That bothers me. So if a chef is using gloves, I'm using 2 pairs. It's like condoms.
Yeah. So I dunked them in there, and it got a little tricky because they had to flip them over. 10 seconds, flip 10 seconds, and take them out. You take them out, and now they're really kind of soft, so you have to be really gentle.
Okay, yes.
It's like they started to like sag. I was like, oh, I fucked this up. But I didn't. It actually worked out. It worked out pretty well.
And you put them back on the sheet, and then you bake them.
I put them on like a drip tray first.
Okay, gotcha. A wire mesh. Yeah, wire rack. Tray, yeah. Okay.
And then you put it back on a grease sheet. Pop in the oven. Came out, and I was like,
all browned, perfectly brown.
It looked nice.
Little.
I like, I put salt on. He put salt on. I did, but before you put them, like when they're wet, you put all the salt on because it sticks to it, and then you put them in the oven to cook.
Duh, that makes sense.
So I pulled them out, and I was like, okay. So as work, I have to score bread. So you take it, and you kind of like, you bend them, see how pliable it is, and like you break it and you smell it. It's the smell. Yeah. Smell is part of your taste buds there, your tasting experience. Mm-hmm. So I'm smelling them and tasting, like feeling the moisture, like looking at it, and like I got yelled at. I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm scoring it." It's like, why are you smelling it? I was like, because I stick it up and like, do one of those, but I was like trying to smell like, the whole thing.
Sure. Like you're doing a wine tasting or a brandy snifter. An artist is admiring their work.
She's like, what do you, I said, I'm critiquing my work. See if I could do something different or something. She was like, don't do that. I said, okay.
That sounds like someone who doesn't want a fresh pretzel.
Yeah. I'll take it back. So then I was like, okay, the real critics, actually, because I know they like pretzels. So if it tastes weird,
now let me guess,
they're gonna bring it up.
The pretzels they like are those ones that are frozen, fucking rock solid, and you nuke them, and then you just nuke them, and you sprinkle.
Yeah, you put a little water on there, and salt, and yes.
So that's the kind they like. Basically, like a cafeteria pretzel. Yes. At best.
Yep. So then Zach was like, and he had his little nacho cheese. He likes to dip in nacho cheese. Okay. He dunked it. I was like there. He's like, oh, these are so good. I was like, huh? Really? I said, all right, maybe they are. Or I was like, oh, he's probably being nice. I said, what's that? That fucker. There's no feeling spared at dinner time with those guys. With those two, him and his little buddy over there, his partner in crime.
They're just pulling.
They will
punches
tell you if it sucks in a heartbeat.
Don't worry. If you have a problem of overconfidence, they will knock you down to reality very quickly. Like
my dad always said, if you want to know where you stand in the world, just ask a child. You know exactly what they see.
That is totally true. Totally true. Okay.
One time Robin made something and Jeffrey liked it, and he's like, thanks, Mom, for not making a disgusting dinner tonight. Right?
But he meant that very sweetly.
Yeah, he was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
But I was like howling, and she's like,
did she shoot daggers over your way at least?
Oh, yeah.
Probably threw an actual dagger over.
She's thinking about it. The steak knife was in her hand.
So what sort of accoutrement did you have with your pretzel? Are you a whole grain mustard guy? Are you a yellow mustard? Are you a cheese? The beer cheese, sign me up. How do we make some beer cheese? That's what I want to find out.
I didn't. I was going to look that up, but I ran out of time. I liked the horseradish mustard.
Yes, the Beaver brand one. Yeah.
Yes, that's like right now. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
I put on sandwiches. Because I love horseradish.
Is it?
It's actually got the perfect
grain?
amount. Because when I did my own horseradish, I got a little heavy-handed. Yeah, it's like you take a bite, and you could breathe really well.
It knocks you down. That'll clear up those allergies, though. That'll cleanse the palate. So you did is it whole grain mustard and horseradish, or is it more of a yellowy or more of a Dijon?
It's whole grain.
Ooh,
which I love.
I'm gonna have to next time I'm over. I'm gonna have to have a sample of that mustard, and I'm bringing you. You know what would have been great? I got remember I sent you the fermented mustard YouTube video from Brad Leone.
Please, you did. I saved it.
It's Alive. Bon Appetit's It's Alive fermentation show with Brad Leone. And on YouTube. And so I have like 5 pounds of yellow mustard seeds and 5 pounds of brown mustard seeds. So I have a lot. So I'll bring you like a mason jar's worth so you could just make your own. And then I'll still have enough for like gallons and gallons of mustard. But that would have been so what?
See, I was already saying like, for any kind of barbecue, there's my wife likes to do themes, right? She's all about the themes.
Yes.
So I was going to ruin her theme because I was going to make some pretzels.
Okay, hold on. Let's workshop this right now.
Okay.
Should you tell the guys that we're going to come? It's going to be like Oktoberfest theme for some brats and pretzels, and we show up with lederhosen, and then your wife's and her friends show up in Hawaiian.
Oh yeah,
like we thought it was a pretzel party. She would. I don't know.
Like, well, Chip, I'm coming home with you tonight. It's okay. Yeah. Is that cool? Ride your car.
Yeah, I don't know how she would like. That could be. I don't know if I'd be getting another invite back for 4th of July on that
one. Neither would I. I'd be with you.
Now, could you easily make these into pretzel bites?
Yeah, you can do. He just was. You can make all sorts of shapes and stuff like that. It was kind of wasn't so bad. So I even had like a little bit of excess dough, so I made a tiny pretzel.
You can make a pretzel bun then, maybe.
Ooh.
Because how's the dough? Because you made the other buns, so you kind of know.
This one's a little more elastic, but yeah, it's still proofed about, because you still use like the instant yeast and stuff, so it's still proof like the other buns.
Because I've made bagels from Joshua Weissman, and then I was like, well, let me just try to not put a couple holes in these, because to make the bagels, you make it like a bun, and then you poke your hole through, and you kind of spin it out to make it like a bagel. And then you boil it for like 2 minutes or a minute on each side. And then you take it out, you put all the shit on it, everything or salt or whatever, poppy seed, whatever you want on it, and then you bake it off. But so I just went and I was like, hey, what if I don't put holes in these? And I had a nice everything bagel egg sandwich, which was fucking blew the tits off. It was great.
That sounds delicious.
With the fried egg with some, I know you're not a cheese guy, but some hot sauce. I think I might even put a little mustard on there. Oh, Daddy,
I made his burger sauce. It was pretty good.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'm gonna have to make that. And that he's chopping up relish. Did you add a little extra? I would have added extra of the pickles.
And also so it's like, it's pretty funny. You need chives, like fresh chives.
Yes.
I was like, fuck, I didn't have any. Went outside, forgot that Robin had planted it.
Scissors.
Beautiful chives. Yep. Chopped it up like, oh.
Farm to table. Farm to table. That's
foraging.
Cool. That is cool. The burger sauce is tasty though.
Yes, it's actually really good. It's basically kind of like Thousand Island, but it's got the onions and stuff in it. Oh, so good.
What were the onions again? Do you caramelize them?
Yeah, so basically it's like a yellow onion, and you basically cook them for like 30 minutes in a pan.
Oh, fuck.
You have to add water a little bit here, and it gets like
sugar.
almost like it just gets like this. It's a good thing I watched it because I was like, I got to pull this, but he was like,
it's like a jam almost.
Yeah, it's almost like you make it to almost like a jam. It's like almost that turning point. You pull it out, you're like, oh fuck,
dude, that sounds
so good.
Amazing. Little mayonnaise probably, Dijon, or did you make your own aioli?
So yeah, you put mayonnaise, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, garlic salt, or garlic powder, and whatnot.
Wow. I mean, there's no beating. Like, that just takes the burger to the next fucking level.
Oh yeah, everyone was loving it.
Of course.
Even Jeffrey's like, oh yeah, it's not, because he tasted it. He's like, this actually is pretty good. I said, do you want any burger? He's like, no. I said, all right, we'll take baby steps.
Yeah, we'll take it. I'm like, I'll take that. I will take that. I'll take that for sure. Okay, so we're cooking up a storm, Cerny. So I feel like there's going to be something. I mean, we got the pickle off. We have to do the pickle off this year.
Yes.
I need to. I guess technically
we're going to have three same MSG pickles. I say
probably.
No way.
I think we probably will have. I'm going to do MSG pickles probably. I wonder. We did spears last time. That's probably the best way to consume.
I like to eat my pickles like spears.
Yeah.
It's just the crunch and the snap I think is so much better.
Yeah. Okay, I need to do a little strategery session on the pickles.
Yeah, I'll have to go to the drawing board.
Take it offline. I need to add a little something in there that's just going to give it take it to the next level. I don't know what that something is right now, but I don't know.
I don't know either. I'll have to think.
I'll think about it. I obviously can't. Whatever
can't
it is, we can't be shared on this show because. Well, let's be honest.
We'll share on the show post.
The twoest heavy hitters in the Northern California pickle game. They're on the same show. So watch out. We know Joe. We could
try to get some shelf space in the local Rayleighs.
Yeah, or down in the farmers market, we're trying to expand to a double wide spot. Sell slinging pickles at fucking $12 a jar. Like, yeah, we made $8 this whole.
Speaking of farmers market, so Robin has she redoes furniture, and she does so sometimes she likes to go on a Saturday she'll go to it's like, hey, there's an estate sale, let's go take a look. And you get some cool stuff.
Yeah,
you get some cool stuff. So and the kids like to go because that's when Zach found the
Fabergé
egg.
Actually,
and
next time you're there, if you spot any cast iron, will you text me?
Damn it! Yeah, was. Damn. Yeah, I will, because
if it's this is $3, I don't care if it's rusty or whatever. But I'm looking for a couple specific things. But just let me know if you don't mind.
Okay, because this lady, we were just at the Sun City one. This lady clearly had died, and she had brand new cast iron sets. She sold the shit or something. It was weird.
Oh, like Tupperware, but cast iron.
Cast iron. I was damn.
Oh
but no, you find them again. We went to this one lady's house, and it was she had lived. She was 90 years old. She was still alive, but she was sick, so they were moving her out.
Yeah.
And she was from Japan, so she had the classic hand painted porcelain teapots and shit. We have some.
Whoa.
And they said, we just want it gone, so you can have it for $40. The whole set. The porcelain, it was so fine. When you hold up to the light, you can almost see through it. I was like, holy shit, deal.
Damn.
But we went to the farmer's market after that. So Zach had gotten, I don't know. Oh, he had gotten, he got some ramen bowl. I never saw it.
Okay.
He may have showed me. I wasn't paying attention. It's kind of hard, because even though Jeffrey's older. He's 9. He's still kind of like a fucking bull in a China. That because he's like running around. There's all these teapots. I don't want him to
Oh yeah, you got to keep an eye on him.
Yeah. So people show me stuff, and I'm not like all the way there because I'm like one eye's like looking at what the hell he's doing.
Your mind is preoccupied. Yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
So he told me I got this ramen bowl. Like, okay, and then we went to this other one. That was one in Sun City. That's where he got. I don't know if you were in the text message, but he got like this 1994 49er Super Bowl replica ring. Like it's heavy. It's like a solid.
No, I haven't.
I gave it to him for free because he was being well behaved or whatever. Like, you can have it.
Right.
I was so I couldn't even look at it. I was so angry and disgusted.
Were you triggered?
I said, sell it. He looked it up. He's like, these are like $150. Like people are selling them on eBay for $150. I said, sell it to Dana. So he texts Dana. He's like, hey bro, got the deal of a lifetime. So Dana got all pissed off. And then he tried to hit up Joe.
Oh, he's trying to find a buyer.
Yeah. But then Joe's like, he said I forget what Joe said, but like they gave him the middle finger or something, and they sent a picture of Dana sitting next to him. I was like, oh no, they were cahoots. He's like, then Joe texted me. He's like, I knew I was getting that shit. I said, I don't want it in my house.
That is funny. That's pretty funny. Well, it's not a good sales pitch if you go, hey, I got this for free, but why don't you buy it for $40?
He didn't tell him it was for free. He just said, I got the deal of a lifetime. I fessed up to Joe. I was like, he got it for free. He's like, I knew that. What a fucking swindler.
What? Oh my word.
After that, we went to Denials. So I took the long ride of the story.
Oh,
we went to Denials. I was like, God, I haven't been here since Chipper and I used to sneak into this fucking place.
Sneak in? You mean just not pay the 50 cent?
Yeah, it's like $6 now.
Wow. Okay.
She's only like $6
for the whole family or each?
For the whole family.
Oh, that's not.
But I was like, wow, $6. Far cry from the 50 cents we used to just. Same shit. It's the same shit. It's still there. Just throwing knives
and stars and some knockoff. Could you get all those vinyl stickers if you want to put like something on your truck?
Yeah, they have those reversible octopus. It's angry and
Oh yeah,
all over the place.
I don't know. Man, I haven't. It's been
last time I was
15,
there.
18. Yeah, for sure.
I was like. Because I knew how to get there. Because I was like, "You ever been there?" I was like, "Yeah, I've been there a bunch of times." That's just the last time.
We just go there and buy dumb shit.
Yeah, the last time I was there was with Chipper. We bought throwing knives. We snuck in. We didn't want to pay the 50 cents. And they just why? I was like, well, probably the thrill of it. Who knows?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you why we did decide not to do that.
How could we sneak in? Because there wasn't really anyone watching. It was just like it was kind of
like there was like somebody at the gate. We'd wait for him to like turn around or something. We'd like walk in or something.
Basically. Yeah, it was basically like a, good faith honor system kind of entry fee. That obviously we didn't have any honor, so we just bypassed it. But I mean, we were in fucking high school. What are we? 50 cents. What do you think we're rich? I mean, come on.
They have power tools and stuff you could buy.
Now, people can still rent a spot and basically sell their garage sale shit there, right? Or
is
that not as common?
Like there was one guy. I felt kind of bad for him as I was watching him. He had like a bunch of garbage. He was like standing out in the sun with no, shade on or anything.
Oh,
I was like, I feel bad.
Is it? I remember. I think when we stopped going was we passed a few people that, and their wife beaters had swastika tattoos on the chests. I remember we passed a few people like that, and I was like, okay, I don't really know if we need to come here.
Yeah,
what for?
There's still a little bit of that. I don't know if I can saw the swastikas, but you can see some of the markings, and I was like, okay,
yeah, okay, yeah. Couple, lot of Trump hats floating around there. Or for sale, maybe?
No, there wasn't a lot of that.
I always felt it was like it's basically like you're on what's the Fisherman's Wharf in San Francisco, all the like knockoff shit. Like, oh, you can buy an LV purse or Adidas sweatshirt, but it has like 4 stripes on it instead of 3 and an extra S or something.
Hugo Boss.
Yeah. Hugo Boss. It's just, it's like they just a slight misspelling. And yeah, that was and they would have just the worst for you type of fair food, like
still there.
Corn dogs and all that shit.
Churros and
all
that fun stuff.
Interesting. Was it I feel like we would go there because people, you could buy Pokemon cards or baseball cards. Was there a lot of the collectible stamps and pens and all that kind of shit?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There was still a lot of the collectible stuff. They like whole section of it you can go get. I think the kids got some Pokemon cards that were like, the Japanese ones though.
Ooh, Pokemon cards are making a comeback.
They are. So
do you have your set still from probably around that same time frame? I have actually located mine at my parents' house last time I went there. I was like,
you get your hands on it?
I could. Should I try to flip them on eBay or something? That I should strike while the iron's hot right now, right?
Yeah, you have to. That's what I think.
Okay, so I should probably get all my holographics, and the best ones, I should get them. How much does it cost to send something in to get it graded? Do you know?
You know what? I don't know off the top of my head.
Because if it's like $10, maybe I'll spend like $100 sending 10 of the best. We look up, okay, which of the 10 most valuable, then we just get those graded, and then we see if we can pay for the party with just getting 1 or 2 of those sold. And I don't know what we do with that money, but, I guess it'd be cool.
It would be kind of cool.
Or we just start playing again.
Sit at the tables.
Let's go. Remember that there was a card shop. They had Magic the Gathering like tournaments in the back of the card shop, or the card where you would buy the cards, like the collectible. Yes. And in the back, they had all these card tables set up, and it was like a Magic the Gathering tournament. And I remember they were doing MLB, that, and then Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
remember all that stuff.
They had those tourneys,
and I think I remember trying to go to one, but if there was an entry fee or anything, probably.
Yeah, I don't remember ever really knowing how to play. Kind of like got the gist, but never like really knew how to play it.
Yeah, it was probably something that my brother and I played with our own set of like rules that we kind of bent to play whatever's most fun to us.
Yeah, exactly. I never had the whole strategy. I couldn't. I don't think I ever really invested the time to learn it.
Yeah. So now we just play on our phones.
Yeah. So there's no rules.
Which is, So, who's really into Pokemon Go now is the wife. She is about it in a big, big way.
It's fun.
It is good. Now,
and this is a low time for them. They haven't really released anything new or
right. And they're in a little bit of a lull. How would you? Yeah, I'm trying to cap my spending. I'm trying to. I'm trying to think. I'm like, okay, if I spend, how much was this is how my thought process for it. So an Xbox game would be, how much is the new $60? Okay, and we would play that for hours. A lot of enjoyment for $60. Pokemon we play for way more time. So I feel like if I'm spending $10 on coins once a month, that seems like kind of a fair trade. Now I'm not dropping $100 a month or anything like that.
No, but $10 is probably
$10 here and there. I think is good,
especially when everyone's playing, having fun. Why not?
And I still try to put my Pokemon in gym to get free coins, so I'm not always living off the teat. I'm trying to earn some stuff.
Earn your bucks.
I got to earn my Poke coins. Earn my Poke.
I do the same thing. I agree with this strategy.
Yeah. Now, now the problem is my wife has multiple games that she's into. So some of these charges get bundled up, and because my card's tied to it, I see them. I'm like, oh, okay, you're into these games, huh? She's like, I know. Well, they had a sale. I'm like, okay, you don't have to justify it to me. I'm not the fucking, I'm not the FP&A. But
I don't need a breakdown.
Yeah, I don't need it. I don't need
expense report.
Yeah, just I don't know. Just cool.
Just file it away. So next time you want to yell at me for something, just
know that.
Remember how cool I was now.
Yeah. Okay? Remember how when you spent a lot on your iPhone games, how like water off a duck's back, just right off. So maybe the next time Chip and Cern have a couple too many wobbly pops and there's something that happens or whatever, just give a little bit of grace to the chipster. Just let it.
I've been pretty cool. I would say so.
I'm the coolest guy around.
I say you do you.
Yeah. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect, Cerny. I couldn't have said it better myself. And we're within the next, after this episode airs, I will be fully vaccinated.
Ooh, exciting!
And so that's very exciting. And you've been totally wrapped up, right, Cerny? You're totally good there.
I am totally waxed.
And you had and you're ready for the hot girl summer, as we all know. I mean, everyone knows that. Now, you're on that Pfizer or Team
Moderna?
Moderna. Okay. Everyone that I've been talking to has been on the Pfizer here. Maybe the Bay Area got a different allotment or whatever, but the I guess day 2 after the second shot, nap time is what I hear. Is like,
yeah, I was
basically takes
Moderna,
you down.
I could have used a nap.
Yeah, but then instead you drove to wine country with your dad.
Yeah. So I had to tough it out.
You weren't at home. You could have just gone right into it. Nothing is better than seeing your bed there and knowing that it's not time to be sleeping, but you're gonna.
Yeah.
And it's just
lay head. It's nice and cool. The pillow. It's nice and
It's it's so wrong, but it feels so right. So
big dirty.
Yeah, big dirty for sure. Well, we're going to keep wearing our mask and washing our hands and doing all that sort of stuff. Obviously, our balls and our penises and vaginas are all in tip-top shape, cleanliness-wise, so we're going to keep all that good stuff up. But if you have an opportunity to get a vaccine, just do it. I don't foresee...
Government's not tracking you. They see the vaccine.
Yeah.
Your cell phone?
They got your phone, so what's the fucking... They don't need a microchip in the... That it's not even... There's no microchip that could even fit inside of that fucking needle. Anyway, the people that are spreading these type of things are
people that believe it's even scarier.
That's true. Oh, I'm not saying I believe it. I'm just asking questions, and that's their other thing. Just asking questions.
Yeah.
I'm asking myself a lot about you and that why we're friends, because you sound like a fucking idiot right now. You're sounding like an idiot. So, anyway, get the fucking shot, and the faster we all get this shit, we can go back to quote unquote being normal, which isn't even going to be a thing. But
yeah.
Anyway, at least you can go.
It settles out.
You can go have 4th of July and share beers with your friends again, and blow each other behind the shed. Whatever you were doing for 4th of July, you do you.
Whatever.
You do you on 4th of July, and
you do you.
Mother's Day.
I'll do me.
And Chip and Cern will do whatever we want, which will probably be cannonballs into Cerny's pool.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Knock it back, wobbly pops.
Can't wait. And pickle pops.
Ooh, yes.
I must request pickle pops. Right?
Yes.
Jot that one down. Cast iron, pickle pops, wash dick and balls. And until next time, I'm Chip.
I'm Cern.
Cheers.